Hi students, welcome back to this video. Let us get started our new session with this positive call. You can't go back and change the beginning, but you can start where you are and change the ending. Okay students, in this session we are going to study a new lesson, that is biotechnology and its applications. The different areas are biopharmaceuticals, therapeutics, diagnostics, genetically modified crops, processed food, bioremediation, waste treatment and energy production. There are three important research areas of biotechnology. That includes, first one is provide best catalyst in the form of improved organisms, usually a microbe or pure enzyme. Second one is create optimal conditions through engineering for a catalyst to act. And the third one is downstream processing technologies to purify protein or organic compound. The important area where the applications of biotechnology we can see. The first one is applications in agriculture. The three options for increasing food production, they are agrochemical based agriculture, that means by using chemical pesticide, chemical fertilizer, etc. The second one is organic agriculture, and the third one is genetically engineered crop based agriculture. So actually the last one in this area, recombinant DNA technology is used. Then what are the advantages of genetic modification in plants? There are many advantages. The first one is it makes crop more tolerant to abiotic stress. What do you mean by abiotic stress? Abiotic stresses include cold, drought, salt, heat, etc. Based on the variations, the yield of the plant is reduced. So that recombinant DNA technology helps to make crop more tolerant to all these abiotic stresses. Then pest resistant crops reduce use of chemical pesticides. It helps to reduce post harvest losses. It increases efficiency of mineral usage by plants. It enhances nutritional value of food. Example is golden rice. Golden rice is a vitamin A enriched rice. It is used where the malnutrition is found. Then GM is used to create tailor-made plants to supply alternative resources like starches, fuels, pharmaceuticals, etc. to industries. Then what is the use of a pest resistant plant, or why do we use the pest resistant plant? And it is made through recombinant DNA technology. Pest resistant plants act as a biopesticide, first one. Second one, it reduces the need for insecticides. There are many examples, can you tell me? BT cotton, BT corn, rice, potato, soya bean, tomato, etc. Then how this pest resistant plant is produced through recombinant DNA technology. Here we can see one example, that is BT cotton. Cotton means it is a cotton plant. Then what does this BT stand for? Here you can see capital B and small t. It is from the name of a bacterium, that is Bacillus thuringiensis. B stands for the genus name, first letter of the genus name. Thuringiensis stands for the first letter of the species name of that particular bacterium. Yes. What is the importance of this bacterium? Bacillus thuringiensis have a proteins. What is the importance of this protein? This protein is able to kill some insects like coleopterans, lepidopterans, dipterans, etc. Bacillus thuringiensis have some proteins. These proteins are able to kill some insects like coleopterans, lepidopterans, dipterans, etc. Then what do you mean by these different types of coleopterans, lepidopterans, dipterans, etc.? Coleopterans means actually the beetles. Lepidopterans means some examples: tobacco budworm, armyworm, etc. Dipterans means flies and mosquitoes. That includes flies and mosquitoes. So these kinds of pests, the toxin which is present in the Bacillus thuringiensis able to kill these kinds of pest or insect. So our aim is to isolate that protein. That protein means the specific DNA we have to isolate from that Bacillus thuringiensis bacteria. Then actually that protein is named as Bt toxin. That protein is named as Bt toxin. Then how this Bt toxin kill an insect? When an insect ingests the inactive toxin, it is converted into active toxin. Suppose this toxin we are incorporated into this cotton plant, then only it become Bt cotton. Suppose that insect is coming to attack the particular cotton plant. This inactive toxin is converted into active toxin due to the alkaline pH of the gut of that insect. Okay, so that toxin binds to the surface of the midgut of the epithelial cells and create pores. So that pores causes the lysis and death of the insect. So that toxin is named Bt toxin. Where this toxin is present? The toxin is present in the Bacillus thuringiensis bacterium. It is isolated from that bacterium and it incorporated into the cotton plant through recombinant DNA technology. The processes, principles as well as the processes behind the formation of Bt cotton that we have studied in the previous lesson. So by using that process we can produce Bt cotton, Bt brinjal, etc. Then most Bt toxins are insect group specific. The toxin is coded by a gene. The name of the gene is Cry1AC. Actually that is Cry, C-R-Y. Example, proteins encoded by genes Cry1AC and Cry2AB. These two control cotton bollworms. Name of the insect is bollworms. That of Cry1AB controls corn borer. Then applications of biotechnology in the field of agriculture include another method that is known as RNA interference. We can synthesize a pest-resistant plant through a novel strategy that is named RNA interference. About that we can study in the next class. So what all things we have studied today? Yes, the different field where the applications of biotechnology was found. Then what are the advantages of synthesizing recombinant? What are the advantages of the GM crops? Then what do you mean by Bt cotton? Here, what does this Bt stand for? What is the name of the toxin gene which is present in the Bacillus thuringiensis bacterium, etc. Okay students, that's all about today's class. Thank you for watching this video.